How excited were you to come back and be a part of this sequel after the first one was so wildly successful?
Honored. It's a great experience, you know. You get to work with like a fine animation house like Illumination. You know, it's Universal NBC. It's gigantic. It's a gigantic opportunity. And I was also happy to see where they wanted to go with this one as well. It's like, wow, they outdo themselves every time, so it's cool.
What did they want to do with the music in this one? Tell me about sort of their overall wishes for how it should sound.
The overall theme for this one is in a much more happier place. I mean, there's a lot of action, and there's a lot of ups and downs, but overall, it was a more happier place, and that's where the song "Happy" comes from.
That song is great.
Thank you.
It really just, it matches the tone of the picture so well, and it's just a great song on its own, too.
Thank you.
Tell me about the, writing that song and having it match the picture and the style of the song.
Again, I took direction from the overarching theme, which is a much more happier place. And, it's awesome to be able to make a song that, like, maybe like when you're feeling down, you can just play it and you feel a whole lot better. So the fact that it serves a purpose for the film is awesome, but the fact that, like, you can also use it aside from the film works too. Like, it's just...
And all
cool.
The songs seem really soulful.
Mm-hmm.
And was that like a deliberate, was that...
Yeah, they wanted to be more soulful. Because it matched where they wanted to go.
And was that fun for you as an artist?
Yeah.
Is that somewhere you like to be? Is in that
I'm not
territory?
sure that I had done much soulful things in a minute, so it was cool to go into that world and find new interesting things that I hadn't done.
The what's the other song? Just a Cloud Away.
Yes.
Tell me about that song and
that is just like, the whisper of hope that everyone gets when things are like not going right. You just get that whisper of hope from somewhere. And if you believe in it and you keep pushing forward and keep your head down and keep yourself into your work and whatever it is, whatever adversity is just a cloud, and the sun is just a cloud away.
Have you seen the finished film yet?
I've not. I've just seen like big portions of it, just from a working standpoint. But I look forward to seeing it on the 3rd.
I went to a screening last night that was packed with men and women and children, and everybody was laughing and loving it and dancing to some of the songs, like especially on the way out. So how does it feel to be a part of something that, even the sequel seems to be just as satisfying as the first one, if not more?
It's insane, man. It's awesome. It really is.
As a musician, is it a different process for you to write songs for films?
No, it's the same process. It's just different criteria and different directives. For a film, you sort of have to like make sure your work is contoured and harmonious to the point and the intention of the writer and the director. But for songs, it's more like you just want to achieve the overarching theme for what you're trying to achieve, and it's a much more truncated version. It's 3 minutes and 30 seconds versus like an hour and change. So.
And the song "Happy," that's a single now. That's out. What does that song mean to you, and just personally?
Just being in a really great space and just wanting to push that theme, because I know that like we as listeners, we as the audience, we want that. We want to be happy again. There's just so much going on in the world, and you hear about all the things that are happening. The internet has connected us in such a good way in a lot of ways, but some of the bad comes with it is that you got to hear about all the travesty everywhere. And I think humanity, 7 billion person species is just ready to be happy again.